What is transactional analysis? Transactional analysis was founded by Eric Berne, and the famous parent-adult-child theory is still being developed today and became one of the most accessible theories of modern psychology. Whether you're in business, a parent, a social worker, or interested in personal development, Eric Berne's transactional analysis theories and those of his followers will enrich your dealings with people and your understanding of yourself. Philosophical assumptions of transactional analysis are: people are okay. Everyone has the capacity to think. People decide their own destiny, and these decisions can be changed. What are transactions and ego states? Berne's starting point was that when two people encounter each other, one of them will speak to the other. This he called the transaction stimulus. The reaction from the other person he called the transaction response. The person sending the stimulus is called the agent. The person who responds is called the respondent. Transactional analysis became the method of examining the transaction wherein I do something to you and you do something back. According to Berne, everyone is made up of three ego states. 1, the parent, 2, the adult, and 3, the child. The parent. This is our ingrained voice of authority, absorbed conditioning, learning, and attitudes from when we were young. We were conditioned by our real parents, teachers, older people, next-door neighbors, aunts and uncles, Father John and Jack Sieber. Our parent is made up of a huge number of hidden and overt recorded playbacks, typically embodied by phrases and attitudes starting with how to, under no circumstances, always and never forget, don't lie, cheat, steal, etc., etc. Our parent is formed by external events and influences upon us as we grow through early childhood. We can change it, but this is easier said than done. The child. Our internal reaction and feelings to external events form the child. This is the seeing, hearing, feeling, and emotional body of data within each of us. When anger or despair dominates reason, the child is in control. Like our parent, we can change it, but it is no easier. The adult. Adults are our ability to think and determine action for ourselves based on received data. If we are to change our parents or child, we must do so through our adult. In other words, we can say that parent is our taught concept of life, adult is our thought, and child is our felt concept of life. When we communicate, we are doing so from one of our own alter ego states, our parent, adult, or child. Our feelings at the same time determine which one we use, and at any time something can trigger a shift from one state to another. When we respond, we are also doing this from one of the three states, and it is in the analysis of these stimuli and responses that the essence of transactional analysis lies. At the core of Berne's theory is the rule that effective transactions, successful communications, must be complementary. They must go back from the receiving ego state to the sending ego state. For example, if the stimulus is parent to child, the response must be child to parent, or the transaction is crossed, and there will be a problem between sender and receiver. If a cross transaction occurs, there is an ineffective communication. Worse still, either or both parties will be upset. In order for the relationship to continue smoothly, the agent or the respondent must rescue the situation with a complementary transaction. In serious breakdowns, there is no chance of immediately resuming a discussion about the original subject matter. Attention is focused on the relationship. The discussion can only continue constructively when and if the relationship is mended. Here are some simple clues as to the ego state sending the signal. You will be able to see this clearly in others and in yourself. Parent. Angry or impatient body language and expressions, finger pointing, patronizing gestures. Verbal. Always, never, for once and for all, judgmental words, critical words, patronizing language, posturing language. Beware of cultural differences in body language or emphasis that appear parental. Child. Physical. Emotionally sad expressions, despair, temper tantrums, whining voice, rolling eyes, shrugging shoulders, teasing, delight, laughter, speaking behind hand, raising hand to speak, squirming and giggling. Verbal. Baby talk. I wish. I don't know. I want. I'm gonna. I don't care. Oh no, not again. Things never go right for me. Worst day of my life. Bigger, biggest, best. Many superlatives. Words to impress. Adult. Physical. Attentive. Interested. Straightforward. Tilted head. Non-threatening and non-threatened. Verbal. What? How? Who? Where and when? How much? In what way? Comparative expressions. Reason statements. True. False. Probably. Possibly. I think. I realize. I see. I believe. In my opinion. And remember, when you are observing ego states, words are only part of the story. To analyze a transaction, you need to see and feel what is being said as well. Only 10% of meaning is in the words spoken. 30% of meaning is tone, the way that the words are said. 60% is in facial expression, gestures and postures. Transactional analysis is effectively a language within a language of true meaning, feeling, and motive. It can help you in every situation. Firstly, through being able to understand more clearly what is going on. And secondly, by virtue of this knowledge, we give ourselves choices of what ego states to adopt, which signals to send, and where to send them. This enables us to make the most of all our communications, and therefore create, develop, and maintain better relationships. Learn with Dr. Paris, an unconventional life leadership coach who has brought about phenomenal transformations in lives of people. He has partnered with many leaders and potential leaders for leadership development, executive coaching, and life leadership series. His passion for his work and driving change in the organizations has resulted in paradigm shifts. Inspired by his learning, management and executives have progressed firmly towards believing in change. A change within that can create varied possibilities for organizations to excel and grow, irrespective of challenging situations. He has done commendable work in transforming behavioral patterns of many senior executives through programs like Self-Discovery, Leadership Insight Series, and coaching. He has been awarded as Young Leader Coach from ICF, the International Coach Federation, in June of 2018. If you wish to learn more about yourself and take the next step for self-development or relationship development or organizational development, contact Matrrix today. You can call us at 91-926-066-5566 or email us at drparis@matrrix.in or simply visit our website www.matrrix.in and access your free podcast and YouTube channel. Dr. Paris, your life leadership coach. Inspire, empower, transform.